Hey guys, Benny V from GreaterSydMusic Academy. Shout out to Windsor High Kids. This one we're learning with these guys at the moment. This is Party in the USA by a cover by a band called Life on Repeat. It's a really cool rock version of the song. It's really simplified. We're going to show you how to play it. We're going to break it down bit by bit, and it'll sound rocking by the end of it. Really cool to play. So here we go. Alright, before we start, we need to make clear the guys that cover this song, they're actually playing in drop C. They double drop their guitars. We're going to do it in drop D. It saves the hassle of dropping your guitar down even further, guitar's going out of tune, all that kind of stuff. So if you look up tabs, they're probably not going to be the same as what I'm going to teach you, but I'm going to teach you an easier way, and I'm going to show you anyway, so it'll all be good. So we're playing in drop D. That's just dropping below E, down a tone to D. Gives you a nice heavy rock sound. So let's do this. So the verse for this song, really simple, 3 chords the whole way along. The 3 chords are D sharp, G, and C. And I'm just playing power chords in the verse, and it's just a simple strum pattern. And we're just letting that C ring out for the full 2 bars. And I do that the whole way along in the verse until the heavier guitar comes in, which I am about to show you. So when I switch, I play the clean and then I switch to a heavier sound. So all I've done is just cranked a bit of distortion on my bridge pickup to give it that heavier sound. So we do have 2 different sounds in the verse. The first sound with the little high chord strum, you're going to want a clean sound, otherwise you have a heavy sound, it's going to really overpower the song. We don't want that. So that's how we play that part, and then I switch down to my heavier sound. I play the same chords except I play them lower. We're in drop D, so the D sharp that we're going to play is on the 1st fret, and we're just going to play that drop D power chord. And the way that they do that in this song is it's quite heavy sounding, so they're palm muting and they're chugging and they're playing quite fast. So it's and when I do that, I also accent certain notes. It gives it a bit of flavour, a bit of personality, rather than just give it a few accents on a few of those notes. It makes it sound really tops. So this is the whole verse. Added extra for our verse here, if you have more than one guitarist, 2 guitarists with the dirty sound chugging away, it's really going to get messy, it's really going to overclutter the song. You only need 1 guitarist to fill out and do that part. So if you do have a second guitarist to play a lead part, there is a bit of a lead lick that you can play over the top in the verse. So what that riff's doing is, I'm going to play it really, really slow to give you a rough idea where we are on the fretboard. We're using mainly the 8th fret on the G string and the 11th fret on the B string. So what we're doing there, to play it really slowly, we start on the B string on an upstroke. We do this 4 times. Then we move on the G string, we move up 2 tones, so we use our 4th finger for that, to the 10th fret. 4 times, back down. And then there's this little resolve at the end of it, which is a little bit tricky but not too hard. It involves hammer-ons and pull-offs, sorry. And this starts on the 10th fret on the high E. I'll play this really slowly. So play that even slower so you really get that. And if you're going to be playing this riff more than one time, several times, you're going to want to actually use your pinky on that last note and slide down, because then you're back in the position ready for that riff again. And that's the whole verse down, section 1 of the song done. Okay, we're going to move on to the chorus now. The chorus is almost the same. There's a bit of a last chord thrown in at the very last second of the last bar in the chorus, but it's pretty much the same. So you'll hear the pre-chorus. Pre-chorus is a cut, no guitar, no playing at all, and then slide into the chorus. Same 3 chords I showed you before: D sharp, G and C, but it's more of a strum. We don't palm mute its chorus. It's nice and powerful. So. And what I'm doing there is on the very last bar, I'm sliding down to the B flat. The very last second, it just gives it a bit more flavour. So you really have to listen to the song and get in that last little syncopated part. It's not hard. If you listen to it, you'll get it down. But all I'm doing there is sliding down to C, down 2 tones. For the experienced guitarist, there is a bit of a chord extension there that you can play. And all I'm doing is dropping my second finger down, playing the tone in there. But you don't have to do that. It will still sound rockin' if you just hit the power chord, go down to the B flat. Also, for the chorus, if you do have a second guitarist, the 2 guitarists strumming away on those low power chords is really going to overpower. The palm muting's bad enough. 2 heavy guitars going at each other, unless they're immaculately perfect, it's just not going to work. So for the chorus, for the second guitarist, we're going to play the same chords, but we're going to play the higher chords, the higher power chords, and we're going to let them ring out. So it's actually the same chords as the clean part of the verse. First guitarist does all that strumming. If you do have a second guitarist, in the chorus, the second guitarist should play the higher chords and let them ring out. That just adds a bit of texture, it contrasts well with each other, and it's going to prevent the chorus from being overcluttered and overpowered by the guitars. And that is the chorus. Every chorus of the song is the same. It's the same 3 chords, really easy to play. Verse 2. Verse 2 is a bit different than the first verse. Same chords, but a bit of a different texture to the sound of the verse. It starts the same as the first verse with the clean, but then it breaks into a heavier riff. The riff they play is in drop C. I've changed it a little bit, but all I've done is broken down the power chord, so I'm just picking up and down the notes of the power chord. I haven't changed, the fingering's still the same, everything like that. And I'm just playing those 3 notes, and you can change it up a bit every time, but just going between those 3 notes, alternate picking, gives it a real, a bit more of a broken but still heavy sound. So. Alright, so what I'm doing there with the breaking up the chord and breaking it down is I'm just playing the power chord, the 3 note, the 1-5-1, and the pattern that I'm using is I'm going between those 3 strings. I'll play it really slow so you can get it, watch the string movements. It's really simple, it goes something like that. So it's 2 on the low string, move up, back to the low string, back up, and then 2 on the low string again, and then back up another tone. And that's what I'm doing the whole way up. I do that for all 3 chords. I'm playing the C up here. It's much easier to do the broken chord than playing the power chord there. Same chord, but much easier to do the broken chord up here. So when I do this, just for this part of the song, I like to play the C up here. It's easier to play the broken chord. Added extra for that second verse, those broken chords I showed you on the C, the last chord in that little breakdown part. Depending on your drummer, if your drummer plays the triplets like the song does, it's that really fast 3-note progression. It is good for the guitar to help go along with the drums and accent those triplets. If not, play it the way I showed you with the broken chords if the drummer's just playing a simple beat. But if the drummer does add in the triplets, you're going to want to play that with him, so it'd be more like... But then if not, if the drummer's just playing a simple beat, just do the broken chord and it'll sound fine over the top of it. Moving on to the bridge, we're going to switch back to our clean sound. It's a bit of a quiet bridge, it emphasizes vocals a lot more than anything. So the notes are a bit different, the chords are a bit different in the bridge, they're not played in the rest of the song, so I'm just going to show you the power chords really quickly. 5th fret, power chord there, moves up to the 10th fret, back down to the 5th fret, down to the 3rd fret, and then up to the 8th fret. And that's when that dirty sound comes in, so it's going to sound something like... dirty sound kicks back in. There's a bit of a triplet thing coming up which I'm about to show you, but when you slide up to the 8th fret, that's when you're going to want to kick in your dirty sound, because that's when the song starts to build up, the drums come back in. What they do in the song is they play a triplet pattern down on the D sharp, so in that bridge when it slides up, back into our last chorus. So overall, this is the simple version of the song. They do a little bit more, some tricky things in there, but this is all simplified. It still sounds rockin', still sounds awesome. If you want to experiment, you can go deep. You can go deeper into the song. You can pull out all the little bits, all the little extras that they do in their song to give it that extra flavour. But overall, this is a simplified version that still rocks out hard. If you did want to get any more technical, come and see me, and I will show you how to do that.